When Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time made its debut, it redefined a franchise that many of us began our gaming with. When the trilogy wrapped up with The Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones, there was not much left to do with the story. A new Prince of Persia, if it was ever to be made, was required to cast off its earlier roots and do something new. Discarding the softened looks of The Sands of Time and the gritty look of the warrior within, the new Prince of Persia instead looks in the direction of cel shading. You cannot help but be mesmerized by the visually stunning fantasy world that the new prince inhabits. It's like the same art style as that of Braid has been multiplied tenfold and represented in glorious 3D for good measure. Every moment of the game feels like you are running through a living, breathing, pulsating watercolor painting in 3D. Helping you in your quest is the beautiful Elika, the last surviving member of the Ahuras, a clan meant to ensure that the Dark Lord Ahriman does not escape. However, escape he does, intertwining Prince and Elika's destiny together. More than being a mere bystander, Elika helps you in traversing through the treacherous world of Prince of Persia, right from propelling you across those white chasms to being an able ally against the enemies. She can do it all. In a new twist to the save and reload feature, Elika will save you from imminent death should you happen to make a wrong move. Simply put, Elika does not let you die. Besides being your savior, she also has to heal the corrupted fertile lands, which make up for some of the most beautiful sequences in the game.
Platforming, an essential part of any Prince of Persia game, sees a major overhaul here. Veterans of the series might be a tad disappointed at what seems like the dumbing down of the difficulty level. At the same time, it also makes stringing together spectacular jumps and wall runs possible, which ratchets up the fun factor quite significantly. The game does throw in environmental hazards, which feature a variation of the classic buzzsaw and spikes, but they never really pose a serious threat unless you really screw up on your timing. If you do happen to get lost in a level, Elika can always show you the path. The handy map also allows you to mark your objective and teleport from one headland to another. Not all areas can be reached by simple platforming. For that, you need to unlock 4 special powers that would aid you in getting to all those hard to reach places.
I'm ready.
The power granted by these special plates vary from flying around the level to being thrown towards or pulled by the plates, and in our all-time favorite, the one that allows you to run on the walls and ceilings. These powers come as a welcome break from the usual platforming. To gain these powers though, you need to collect a specified number of flight seeds, upon which you can return to the temple and unlock the power plate. Besides the power plate, you can also unlock extra outfits for the prince and the Erika. Combat in the game is few and far between, mostly owing to the fact that there are not too many enemies to begin with in the game. When you do happen to run into one, you'll always square off against one enemy, so the battles tend to be close quarter battles. Also, enemies tend to repeat, getting tougher as the game progresses. The prince uses three basic moves in such a scenario, one being the sword slash and block, a throw and a slash with his claw, and Elika's magical power against specific type of enemies. The objective here is as simple as depleting the opponent's health bar to 0, whereupon either they run away to fight another day or have to taste defeat. The game extensively uses quick time events in the game. Certain sequences would ask you to press button as per the cue on screen, upon which either you can deal a massive blow or evade an attack successfully. While failing these won't kill you, thanks to Elika, opponent is able to gain some of its health back. These quick time events do tend to get monotonous after a while, especially the rapid button mashing ones that take quite a toll on your thumb.
Want to heal this place before he finds a way back up here?
Prince of Persia in its current gen outing seems to get some things right and some things wrong. The visual style of the game is absolutely mind-blowing, while it disappoints story-wise. While animation is top-notch with fluid movements and spellbinding combos, the combat system could have used some tweaking and tuning. There is a lot of backtracking involved in the game, but then again, a healed land plays much differently than a corrupted land, making the trip back quite different from the previous ones. Platforming elements might seem too simple in the beginning, but they add a lot to the gameplay, increasing the fun factor in the process. Ubisoft Montreal has taken the series in a new direction with this iteration of Prince of Persia. Those looking for something similar to the Sands of Time will come away disappointed. However, those who have been brought up on the Sands of Time trilogy as well as the old school Prince of Persia games will find it much more engaging. We give this game an 8.5 out of 10.
Hey Ahriman! This isn't your tower anymore! This is my tower! Can I have my own tower? You know, maybe with an inscription? Nothing too fancy, just Tower of the Savior of the City of Light. Oh, and a few priestesses dedicated to its upkeep. And mine.